Please don't be the dad that does this to your son. This is crazy. Also, don't be the coach. If you learned this from a coach, let me rephrase that. If you learned that from a trainer, they're not real coaches. A trainer who's some fast A rider who got fast and says, hey, I can now teach your son how to ride fast. There's too many of these people out there that does injustices for your son and their riding, right? And they say, hey, that trainer that says, get your elbows up, grip with your knees. That's all they yell at you. Well, guess what? You'll get your elbows up just like this. I'm guessing father, uncle, brother did right here this contraption to hook these bungee straps to your elbows to get them up. This is doing absolutely nothing. When you take these off, these elbows are not going to stay up. They're going to drop right down. Just like I said with the coach yelling that. You'll get your elbows up. But the problem is, if you're out there getting trained by a fast A rider who totally sucks at coaching, your elbows are going to drop when you're not around that person because you're going to get tired. There's a simple fix to this. Really simple. What's crazy, it's really simple to do, but it's also really easy to mess up because you have created bad habits guaranteed from when you started riding. Even top A riders, I see this all the time when I coach them, because your first thing is in your mind, because you're getting on these machines, even when you were a kid on your little 60s and PW50s that are freaking awesome. They have power. They were exciting. But they were scary at the same time. So your first reaction was to grip. See these hands? Was to grip that just like this, as hard as you possibly can. I get it. It's a natural reaction. I still fight with this myself, right? And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see in moto. This one right here, and if I don't have a picture of it, but if I brought it up, knees forward in the standing. When you're in the standing position, your knees going forward of the foot pegs. It's a terrible mistake, which brings this upper body back. That's a separate video. If you'd like to hear about, if you want me to do a training on that video, drop me a line below and I'll do a training on it. But this is not going to work. This is crazy. This bungee strap thing. This is going to teach this kid nothing. Here's the simple trick. It's very simple to get your elbows up. Here's what it is. See these hands that you were trained probably as a kid with muscle memory to grip as hard as you can, because this bike is a powerful machine, even a PW50, because you're only 5 years old, is to grip hard right here. So how do you grip hard? You grip on full strength, wrapped around just like you see this hand. Here's how to fix this right now. There's two ways. Simple. You take these hands and you had to have an angled hand grip. If you rolled this wrist out to the right and this one out to the left, it would bring the elbow straight up. No need for these gum bands any way, shape, or form. Now it looks like this. So take your hands, and if you go like this and you come right down on the hand and the grips, boom, and you grip on, that will get your elbows up. Now, there's one other thing you can do here that'll actually bring your elbows up and out too, and that is this head. If you bend at the waist and bring this head, by bending at the waist, bring this head forward to the handlebar mounts, you're now in the attack position with the elbows up. This is the correct way to do it. The problem is, like I said earlier, what you run into here is you've been trained through muscle memory, even most A riders, to grip fully on like this kid is doing right here. If he took these bungee straps off, he just rolls his wrist out, he's got his elbows up. It's as simple as that. This is actually one of the hardest things to do, because most are trained because of that thing as a kid on this wicked machine to grip hard right here. And when this thing goes forward, lunges forward, to grip really hard in these grips. It's not the correct way to do it. Now, the other thing that happens here is when you throttle, it creates your throttle elbow to drop. Because look, if he's to twist that throttle, full throttle, he has to twist, he has to drop this elbow to do it. When you have the angled hand grip, check it out, and you bring it down like this, it's like turning a doorknob. You just go, bruh, look, I just turn it completely from the wrist. Bruh, nothing from the elbow. Bruh. Listen, this sounds so simple. In your head, you might be like, this is simple. I got this. Your muscle memory guaranteed, and because of the abusiveness of the track. And there's another thing here, your controls. Look at this brake lever and clutch lever. Look how far out this clutch lever is. If he does try this angled hand grip and gets it out, look where his finger is going to come out to hit the front brake and clutch, and it's going to pull his wrist right back in, because these need to move over. If you ever see a pro that knows what he's doing, he will have these clutch and brake lever way over here, because in that angled hand grip, look, when my hands come out, boom, it's like this. If I'm like this, look, my wrist goes straight. See what I mean? It's just simple. But the point I was trying to get to here is this. What's easy to do is also easy not to do because of this muscle memory. And you will find that this changes completely how you control the throttle. You are so used to being all your life gripping straight on like this and twisting, bruh, bruh. Dude, when you go like this, simple movement like this, it changes the game. I've seen A riders whiskey throttle now. Your throttle becomes so touchy, bruh, bruh, becomes so touchy. I'm telling you, this is a technique that'll actually make you, I say it all the time, slow down to go faster. Try it. The next time you're at the track, try this angled hand grip and watch to keep this angled hand grip, how touchy this throttle is and how much you can use the full throttle now. What you don't realize is with this technique right here, you're not using full throttle. You think you are, but you aren't. And you're gripping so hard and you forget to grip with your knees then. And then your upper body comes back and you have a bike going forward and you going backwards. Bad combination. It's angled hand grip. Practice this nice and slow. Feel it. Bruh, 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 bruh. Feel it, okay? Now get the head forward and your elbows will stay up. And the key now is you will corner. Watch what happens to your corners. Watch. Because the elbows are so crucial in corners. There are also other places they're crucial for, down straightaways with big ruts and moving this bike left and right, lateral movements. But your cornering speed will improve tremendously. You'll have better balance as well now too, okay? And you won't have this thing where you go, because you have your local A rider who gets fast, becomes your trainer, says, get your elbows up. And then you go down like 5 laps in, you're like, oh my God, my elbows are getting tired. Oh no, simply scuba tool me. Let's just angle my hand grip out here. We'll be good to go. Try it. Try it now. The other thing that's going to happen, I'll say really quick, is the track. The abusiveness of the track. Boom, boom, breaker bumps, ruts are going to want to drive your hands back to this position. You've got to constantly, this is a movement, just like another one called balls to the feet. I have videos on that. I'm not getting into that now. You have to readjust. So this is, your hands are, they're going to want, especially because this is muscle memory back to here, you got to constantly be thinking about it, readjusting them. You got to be smart on the track. You just can't go out and ride your fast laps because you're fast at your speed right now and be like, oh, I'm smoking on my buddies. Okay, but you're going to, okay, that's fine. Do that and stay where you're at, plateau. That's fine. If that's what you want, cool beans. But if you want to break through and you want to get fast and you want to get to top levels, you want to win Lorettas and you want to win championships, this is so crucial. Readjust, slow down, get this dialed in, and your results will go through the roof. If you'd love to have some training, I'd love to join my Motocross Training Academy, my online training where I teach all this. Reach out to me. Drop me a line below. I'll send you over a link and some free training, a bunch of other free training on the 8 fundamentals of MotoFlow. With